Does anybody have any questions regarding the album? Come on.
On the very day that should have marked a triumphant return to music, Zayn Malik found himself not on stage, not celebrating, but in a hospital bed. What was supposed to be a moment of artistic rebirth quickly turned into a stark reminder of how unpredictable life behind fame can be. Zayn Malik, a global pop figure known both for his time in One Direction and his solo career, recently revealed that he was hospitalized on the same day his new album was released. This detail alone shifts the tone of what might otherwise have been a straightforward music rollout. Instead of interviews, performances, and fan celebrations, the narrative became one of health, vulnerability, and reality behind the spotlight. According to the report, Zayn shared this information directly with fans, making it clear that the hospitalization was not part of any promotional strategy or exaggerated narrative. It was a real personal experience that interrupted a major milestone in his career. What makes this situation particularly compelling is the timing. Album release days are meticulously planned. Artists and their teams coordinate marketing campaigns, media appearances, and fan engagement strategies weeks, sometimes months, in advance. For Zayn, all of that collided with an unexpected health issue. That contrast between expectation and reality is what draws attention here. Zayn did not go into excessive detail about the exact cause of his hospitalization. This is important. In an era where celebrities are often pressured to disclose every aspect of their personal lives, choosing to share only what is necessary reflects a boundary. What we know is limited, but confirmed. He was hospitalized, and it happened on a significant day for his career. This moment also highlights a broader pattern that has followed Zayn throughout his career. Unlike many artists who thrive in constant public visibility, Zayn has consistently maintained a more private and reserved approach. He has stepped back from tours, limited interviews, and avoided the high-frequency exposure that defines modern pop stardom. This hospitalization adds another layer to that narrative, not as speculation, but as a documented event that reinforces the reality that his journey has never followed a conventional path. From a fan perspective, reactions have been mixed but largely supportive. When artists reveal personal struggles, especially on significant career days, it often humanizes them in a way that polished marketing cannot. Fans are reminded that behind the music, behind the image, there is a person dealing with real circumstances. At the same time, it's important to remain grounded in verified facts. There is no confirmed indication that this hospitalization is part of a larger ongoing condition. There is no official statement suggesting long-term impact. What exists is a single confirmed event, shared by Zayn himself, tied directly to the day of his album release. Still, the symbolism of the moment is difficult to ignore. A comeback overshadowed by a hospital visit raises questions, not speculative ones but reflective ones. It invites discussion about the pressures of the music industry, the timing of releases, and how artists navigate personal challenges while meeting professional expectations. Zayn's career has always existed slightly outside the traditional framework. Since leaving One Direction, he has chosen selective engagement over constant exposure. This decision has shaped both his public image and his connection with fans. Moments like this hospitalization reinforce that difference. Instead of a polished narrative, what emerges is something more unpredictable and arguably more authentic. There is also a logistical side to consider. When an artist is hospitalized on release day, it inevitably affects promotional activities. Appearances may be canceled, interviews postponed, campaign momentum disrupted. These are not minor adjustments. They can significantly influence how an album performs in its shurua. Beyond the immediate disruption to promotional plans, Zayn Malik's hospitalization also sheds light on the fragile balance between personal well-being and professional obligations in the entertainment industry. Album releases are not just creative milestones, they are commercial events. Labels invest heavily, streaming numbers are closely monitored, and first-week performance often shapes the long-term trajectory of a project. In that context, even a single unexpected event can have ripple effects. Yet what stands out in this situation is not the potential commercial impact, but the human element. Zayn chose to share that he was hospitalized, and that decision carries weight. It reframes the narrative from one of missed appearances or altered schedules to one of personal reality. It also prevents speculation from filling the gap. By addressing it directly, he provides clarity without overexposure. This approach aligns with how Zayn has handled much of his career post One Direction. He has never fully embraced the traditional celebrity model of constant access and continuous public updates. Instead, his communication has been selective, often limited to moments he considers meaningful. The hospitalization disclosure fits within that pattern: concise, factual, and controlled. From an industry standpoint, this moment also highlights how unpredictable factors can intersect with carefully planned rollouts. No matter how detailed a release strategy may be, real life does not always align with scheduling. This is not unique to Zayn, but because of his global profile, the contrast becomes more visible. Another important aspect is how this event influences audience perception. In today's media landscape, authenticity is often valued more than perfection. When an artist shares a real-life challenge, especially during a major career moment, it can deepen the connection with their audience. It shifts the focus from performance to person. However, that connection depends on trust, and trust depends on accuracy. In this case, the information comes directly from Zayn, which anchors the narrative in confirmed reality rather than rumor.